Good evening here in the US, good morning in England, UK, Australia, and the reason I am saying this because it's the very first time that I'm doing this live video. Good evening here in the US, in this good morning in that I usually England, use for UK, Australia, for other things. And the reason I am saying the ones because it's the very first time I'm not going to do this live video. Good evening. I'm going to take my hat off this morning in we can do this all day long. Use for I want to tell you for those who are other things now, and the reason I am saying the ones you can follow is the very first time I'm going to do this live video. The healing session. I'm going to take my hat off for those who have never participated in distance healing session. How does it work? Tomorrow you can follow. On some other occasion I'm going to explain to you how come and for those who have never marketing participated in. Now I make my distance healing session. How does it work? With clients here in my home. On some other occasion I'm going to explain every time we have stress how come and for those who have never marketing and that means I now apologize distance conversation because I here in my home. There's some other occasion I'm going to explain every time have stress how come and two those who have never one in YouTube and that means I now apologize but I will try. What we are going to do in the first 15 minutes some other occasion I'm going to explain every time have stress how come and two energy one in YouTube and then we are going to have an hour but we are going to do session first 15 minutes some other occasion and receive how consciousness and energy one in YouTube and after that and then we have an hour hola cloud we are going to do session first 15 minutes some other occasion and receive friend from Mexico so it's around energy one in YouTube and after that hola cloud whenever we have stress in life right now or a traumatic event from every time that our body feels uncomfortable because something happened to us and we treat us in a kind way. Hola cloud whenever we are worried about the situation in the world or whether we watch the official news or we watch the alternative news shows Odyssey, interview channels, page letters, kind way. Whenever we are worried about the situation, or whether we watch the Spanish news or we watch the alternative news, shows the Odyssey, interview channels, page letters, kind way. Whenever we are worried about the situation, or whether we watch the Spanish news or we watch the alternative news. Now, I'm sorry, yes, I know what was going on. Is it better now? Okay, thank you. Is it better now, Angie? I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. I don't hear anything now. I'm sorry, everybody, but I had a technical... Thank you. Okay, now it's okay, right? So again, when we have a stress in life and our body feels uncomfortable, somebody insults us, we were watching too much of the news, whether it's in the official narrative or the alternative news, and we get caught up on fear, anxiety, uncertainty. I know we all have the right to have a little bit of preoccupation, especially you people from the English-speaking countries. We are doing okay here in the US. I don't know for how long. That toxic energy that accumulates in our energy body. We have this physical body, we have an energy body that occupies exactly the same volume, and in the energy body we have our feelings and the mental activity. Our feelings, love, fear, hate, sadness are in our energy body. We also have a consciousness body, which is our pure consciousness and pure ideas. all these toxic energies, because of toxic situations, of stress and things like that, are accumulated in an energy body, and on time form what we call energy blockages. This is just a drawing that I made. These clouds represent energy blockages. Energy blockages are literally poisonous clouds of energy accumulated in the energy centers that we have, or chakras. The one on top represents a broken heart. When we have, I don't have to explain that to you, we all had a broken heart sometime in our lives. When we have energy blockages in the solar plexus, our self-esteem is compromised. We feel that we are not good enough, that we are not worth it, and we give our power away. We have fear, and we give the power away to this organization, to the one who tell us, if you don't do that, you cannot work, and so on. When we have energy blockages around the stomach, people who have many of them, they feel anxiety. This is one kind of energy blockages. There is another kind that we call toxic energy cords. What does it mean? When, let's say that we think about how do we know that we have a toxic energy cord with someone. We think of a person and a situation with that person, and we feel anger, pain, emotional pain, anxiety, fear, things like that. We all have one of or two of those. What we do in energy healing is to send, between quotation mark, this healing unconscious energy that is a direct manifestation from the Spirit, from God. This consciousness and energy permeates the whole creation, so it's right here, right now, on anybody in this world. Okay, I am sorry, I think I fix. Is it working now? Let me see if it's working okay. So it's working okay. So in the energy or spirit world, there is no time and space. And when we do energy healers, it's just we have a more definite or profound connection with the Spirit, because we need to do something to do that, so we can help people heal from these toxic energies. And today, especially today, we are going to work on the fear, on the anxiety, on the anger. Many people are losing their jobs. Many people are afraid because of the mandates. And I don't need to tell you everything that is going on in the world. You know it as much as I know it. So we are on time. We are all submerged in this energy. And the only thing we have to do is to summon it, to call it. We are all created at the image and likeness of God, our Creator, the Spirit. We all have that spark. We all have that spirit. This is the spirit, the energy that enters in our body that keeps us alive, comes from the divinity. And that strength that we have comes from inside. The strength that all of you have. Beata, Chris, Joeri, of course, my friends here in YouTube, Angie, Cloud, that I know. C-Max, I think I remember you too. That comes from the inside. If we didn't have that connection with the Spirit, we couldn't exist. And the more we are connected with the Spirit, the more strength we have to overcome all the challenges that we have right now in the world. The work of energy healing removes these energy blockages, these toxic energy cores with people, these energy blockages that come from traumatic events in life, from stress. Now, we have a responsibility. When we indulge in toxic thoughts or too much in the news, we get caught up too much with the news. I know that the news are not pretty, but we need to have a balance. In my case, my balance is the practice of meditation every day. That's the way that works for me. As an engineer, I like practical things. And this energy healing from day one, it felt very right for me. So I will invite you today to participate. We are ready. We're going to start in a few, in a minute or two. And the only thing that I need from you is your consent. And I'm not making a joke. And I'm going to be maybe a little strong because last week I was with a friend, a beautiful woman. And she told me this. You know what I mean? The thing that they want to force on us. And she told me, that thing and sex is with consent. Well, this energy heal is with consent too. I need your consent. If somebody has sex with someone else without consent, it's a violation. If somebody wants to force something in our body, it's a violation. I call it medical rape. And I cannot force on you to receive this energy healing because I'm going to violate the Nuremberg Code and probably they will hang me. That's why I need your consent. And your consent means that you connect with this healing process. That's all that we need. I will ask you to repeat a short prayer or command. And when you do that, we are going to do it right now, have the consciousness and the intention that you are talking directly to these energy blockages, whatever we may have. Because anything that is energy has its own consciousness. So they will understand and they will start moving away. Again, I am doing this today because I was talking to a great friend of mine. Clau, you know who I mean. Angie, I don't think you know that. And she told me today is a very special day to help people who are in this stress that I mentioned before. So I want you to repeat after me with the intention that you are talking directly to these energy blockages, to these toxic energies that we all humans have our share of. So repeat after me. You will understand when I say the first part, I am talking about these energy blockages. All the things toxic, dark, and negative that ever came into me, uninvited, before my birth, after my birth, and until now, all those things must leave me now and return to where they came from. They don't belong to me. And so it is. Now you are going to lay down on a bed with the arms on the side, with the fingers open, not touching the legs or your body. And your legs has to be straight, not crossing the leg. The reason is because some physical toxic energies are freed or liberated, move out through our feet and legs. And some emotional toxic energies are moved out through our arms and hands. This is all. When you are laying down, you can make an intention, a healing intention. It could be for something physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. For example, I don't want to have this fear. I don't want to have this anger. I don't want this back pain, this constant headache, this constant, chronic fatigue. Whatever is bothering you, you just ask. You make in your mind an intention. When we make the intention, we are talking to this intelligent consciousness and energy that we call it Reiki. I am a Reiki practitioner, even though I have my own. It evolves on this particular healing method that I use. And so when we make the intention, we make it to this conscious healing, consciousness and energy. It's like talking to a manifestation of God. And we say, I don't want this, I don't want that. Ask for the 2 or 3 most important things. The reason I am doing this in my pages that once were business pages like the SCOS or the other pages you will understand, is because many people in the comments when I put the videos, they say, I put my trust in God, I put my trust in Jesus. I was communicating with a lady from Australia yesterday, and she said, we are very worried here in Australia, but once a week we get together in Zoom and we meditate, and that helps a lot. I suggest you to all of you to meditate every day. I am planning to do in English one meditation day. It's just half an hour. You can join and you can pray it on your way, but the meditation exercises and techniques are very simple and have the objective to calm the mind. So we are going to start the session, and I'm going to put a music for you to relax. Now, you don't need the music. When I received my very first distant healing session in the year, I think it was 2010, the lady told me, you just lay down at this time, and it was amazing the experience that I had. I will put the music. If your mind is restless, it will help you to relax. So if it's too loud for you, you reduce the volume. For those who don't like the music, it's perfectly fine. When I receive energy healing session from my students, from another of my friend healers, I don't put any music. I like to just to feel. So after you you make the healing intention, I don't want this pain, I don't want this uncomfortable situation with this person, I don't want this uncomfortable feeling. Make a deeper intention. I want the root cause of all this to be removed. Means all these energy blockages, energy cords with anyone and everyone to be removed. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to pray. You don't have to meditate. You don't have to meditate to ask for anything. Just try to put gently your attention in your body, anywhere you want. It could be on the middle of the chest, the heart chakra, the solar plexus, the stomach, your arms or your legs. So we start right now. I'll be back in about 35 minutes. I mean, I will be with you, but not in front of the camera, because it's better for you and it's better for me. If you're relaxed, just continue relax laying down on your bed. You don't need to listen. Well, I give you some extra instructions. Drink extra water. The ones who are going to sleep not, but the ones on the other in Europe and those countries, drink extra water today and for 3 more days. There is a detox at the cellular level when the cells, the physical cells are submerged. Buenas noches, Clau. Gracias por tu ayuda, como siempre. When our body is submerged in this healing consciousness and energy, the cells release toxins. Just the regular the waste from the bio waste, or of the metabolism of the cells. It's something natural, but there is an extra release of toxins, so we need to drink extra water to flush them out. For all of you who have a tub in the bath, it's recommended to take a bath in the tub, and you add to the warm water Epsom salt and apple cider vinegar. Here in the US we call it Epsom salt. I don't know how is it called on other countries, but it's a bath salt. It's a cheap one, the one that we use here. It's nothing expensive. That will help you to release even further physical toxins, the Epsom salt, and energy toxins, the apple cider vinegar. In the times of stress we are living, if you could have a bath with Epsom salt in the tub and apple cider vinegar once a week, it will help a lot. I need to tell you, this is the most powerful session I ever done. I don't remember anything as powerful as this session. Thank you, Amy. And I am doing this as my service to humankind, to keep us grounded and free of these toxic energies. I believe that I will do it more often, once a month, twice a month. I will see, because we all need it, and I have to give back from everything that I've received. If you have a question, you can ask me. Since I am broadcasting this to several pages, I won't be able to see them all. Let me see if I can see one. But I may answer later. I'm just going to check another one that usually have people watching. So this is all for today. And this was something that I didn't plan. I just decided to do it 3 hours ago. Good night for those who live here in America, South America, North America, and good morning in the UK, good afternoon in Australia. We need to keep our hopes high, and the only way that I know, thank you CMAX, is to connect with the Spirit. This energy healing work goes to dissolve the toxic energies that are in the spirit world. And at these times we have too many. What we live in the world is a reflection of the darkness in the spirit world. We don't have to be afraid. This is why we need to connect every day. Daily meditation. A mechanical mental prayer is not enough. We need to really feel the connection with the Spirit, with the divine consciousness, the way I want to call it. Because this is the only way to dispel these toxic energies so they don't influence our moods, action, reactions, and thoughts. Good night, or good morning, good afternoon on some other parts of the world. Angie. Okay, thank you very much, Angie, and a big hug. Okay, I will start here on Facebook. I will try to do it once a week. Bye, everybody.